Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Susu. It's been a minute since I've done a video. It's really awkward. I have not done a video in about 2 months. So I'm a little bit rusty, but I've been wanting to do my birth story for a while. Since I had baby, I was like, I need to do this video. I just didn't have the time or know when. So I am so excited to share my birth story with you guys. I am officially 2.5 weeks postpartum, which has been great. Let me tell you guys something. Motherhood is not for the weak, but I absolutely love my daughter. She is the best thing since sliced bread. Like, I am so in love. I'm so happy. I am just glad that my pregnancy went the way it did and my delivery went the way it did. I wanted to share my birth story with you guys because, you know, in my vlogs we did talk about how I wanted my delivery to go and how I wanted all this stuff, and it didn't quite go that way. And of course, you know, I feel like delivery can be a little bit scary for some, and I wanted to share my experience with you guys in case any of you guys are about to have a baby and you need information, you want to know how mine went and how everything went. So first of all, let's just jump right into it. Now, I did document some videos while I was, you know, still pregnant, and I wanted to include it in this birth story. So when I was 38 to 39 weeks, I did read somewhere and they did say that you could go into early labor. So I already had like my labor and delivery bags already packed because I was told to have it packed by 36 weeks because baby could come at any time. And as you guys know, once a baby is 39 weeks, they're fully grown, fully functioning. They won't have to go to NICU. They don't have to go through none of that. They will be good, healthy, and able to live in the world. My baby's right there. So if I look over here, I'm looking at her and making sure she's good. She's with her dad right now. So at 38 weeks, girl, I was ready for this eviction notice to come, and she was not coming. I did have like a little pregnancy scare where I thought, like, you know, she wasn't moving. So I went to the hospital. Honestly, better safe than sorry, because you don't want to like not feel your baby and not go to the hospital because you don't want to be charged. Honestly, go to the hospital if you're not feeling your baby. So I went to the hospital. I was 38 weeks pregnant, and they checked her and did the ultrasound and everything, and baby was a-okay. So they sent me home. They did not induce me, they sent me home. At 39 weeks, I was over it. I was over it. I was done. I could not wait to have this baby because I was big. My stomach was huge and I was just ready to have my baby. I am gonna insert a clip of how I felt when I was 39 weeks. I've been vlogging forever, and honestly, I feel like vlogging today. I'm currently 39 weeks and 6 days. Tomorrow's my due date, and I'm highly frustrated, like super frustrated. So I'm healthy, baby's healthy, and I've done everything in my power to induce labor naturally. And you know, of course, like, I want my baby to come naturally, but I have a realistic mindset where I'm gotten to the point where I'm like super tired. Like, I'm tired. Like, I'm so tired. Body hurts. Could barely turn at night. And oh crap. Oh, sorry. Body hurts. I could barely turn at night. And I'm just like at my wit's end. I've cried literally so many times. Like, you guys don't understand how much I've cried. And this has been so hard. Pregnancy has been so hard. I didn't think I was gonna be all the way to like full term. I mean, I did think I was gonna be full term, but I didn't think I was gonna be like still pregnant by 40 weeks. Did not think that, did not expect that. None of that. And I just want my daughter. Like, I'm just tired of being pregnant. Like, I'm just tired. I'm just tired. So currently we're waiting for L&D to call me so I can schedule my induction. The doctor put in the request yesterday. If I don't hear nothing from them by this afternoon, I'm calling them, and I'm gonna advocate for myself because I've been very like really meek. You know, as a mom, you don't want to put your child in jeopardy. You don't want to be that person that is like very like needy and always complaining or requesting stuff. But it's like, this is my life, this is my child. If I want my child to be induced, if I want to be induced, like, I don't understand what the issue is. And it's frustrating. Like, I had to listen to gospel music this morning because I just feel defeated. I feel defeated. I'm trying to be strong, I really am. But this is hard. I know when she gets it, it's gonna be worth it. I know it's gonna be worth it. You know? But yeah, I just don't feel like I'm being heard. And I don't feel any connection to anybody in the hospital. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just pray God gives me strength because I feel so weak right now. I feel so weak. Because I was trying to get induced and they were not trying to induce me. They did check my cervix and they told me I was 0.5 centimeters dilated. The entire time I was feeling contractions, so I thought I was way dilated than what I was. And when they told me I was only 0.5 centimeters dilated, I was kind of sad and I was heartbroken. And I knew that, you know, I couldn't be induced because my body wasn't ready for labor yet. So I was upset. I was kind of mad at my midwives. I'm like, why would they induce me? What's taking them so long? I'm tired of being pregnant. But being tired of being pregnant is not a good enough reason for them to induce you. Not at all. But as soon as 39 weeks hit, I was already talking to my midwife, telling her I want to be induced. Like, if this baby don't come by 40 weeks, I want this baby to be induced. Honestly, I was like, girl, your eviction notice has been given to you. It's time to come out. So 39 weeks passed. Baby still didn't show up. I did not lose a mucus plug, but I was progressing as far as like cervix go. When I went to my, she's so cute, I'm sorry. When I went to my 40 weeks appointment, they told me I was 1 centimeters dilated and I think 60% effaced. So that was still like positivity. I was definitely talking to my midwife about it. No, not my midwife, my doula about it. And she was definitely keeping my mental good. So, you know, I really appreciate my doula for that. So when I was 40 weeks pregnant, my baby still was not coming. But you know what I did? I did go ahead and book that induction. So my doctor ended up booking the induction at 40 weeks and 6 days. And I was like, oh, they are playing with me. I was so upset because I'm like, if she doesn't come now, I'm gonna be like 40 weeks and a few days like pregnant before this baby comes. After that, baby still didn't show. She was in there chilling. She thought it was the Ritz-Carlton. She was not trying to come out of my body. And I'm like, come on, Z, you gotta come on. You gotta pack it up. You gotta pack it up. So she didn't come. So then the day of my induction did come along. And honestly, I want to share this story with you guys because I think my next child, I will go for induction all over again. So 40 weeks and 6 days, I went to the hospital and they checked me in. It was super simple, super quick. Currently in the hospital. I got my little nightgown, well, birthing gown on. They have one for you, but you know I'm extra. So I got this pink one from Amazon. I'm gonna link it down below, but it's go time. I'm so excited. So I checked in and they told me to change into the gown that they give you. I told them no, I have my own gown, which I'm gonna link in the description down below. I'll put an iCard for you guys. This labor gown was so cute. I did not like the gown that they gave us because the first time that I went when I was 38 weeks pregnant, when I went to go, you know, get checked because I felt like baby wasn't moving, they gave me this labor gown and my butt was out, and I was just like, this is not even like conventional. Like, this is just, I don't want that to happen to me when I'm giving birth. So I did buy labor and delivery gown. I think I got it for like $12. It was super cheap and I got it from Amazon, so I'll link it for you guys. So then we checked in. It was me, my husband, and my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law was with us for a little bit and then she went home because she was tired. This was gonna be a very long process, so I'm gonna kind of break down everything that happened. So the first night that I got there, the midwife came. She checked the heartbeat. She also checked the position of the baby, so the baby was definitely head down. And then she started me with Cytotec. So Cytotec is like a pill that helps you dilate. So she inserted the side attack vaginally for me, and once we inserted the side attack vaginally, I think I progressed for like 1.5 centimeters. So for a whole like 12 hours, no, was it 12 hours? 4 hours, the side attack was in there, and I didn't really progress that much. I probably progressed like 0.5. So at that time I was 1.5 centimeters dilated. I am currently laying down. They have me on side attack. So they actually insert that either orally or vaginally. So they did vaginally for me. Right now my contractions are 4 to 5 minutes apart. I was 1 centimeter dilated and 50% effaced when they first checked before they inserted the side attack. So right now I am about to take a nap. My nurse has been amazing. Her name is Brenda. Brenda's been amazing. I can't eat nothing, unfortunately. So I had Jello and ginger ale. Roland's being so funny, y'all. Papa Z's trying to sleep. You gonna say hi to the peoples?
Yeah. What's up?
Papa Z's trying to sleep.
I'm on duty. I'm doing what I know best.
What?
Just being a supportive man.
I love you. You're the best.
I love you.
So, yeah, I'm about to take a nap, and yeah, we're gonna check back in 2 hours. So then they said the Folly balloon. So they inserted a balloon inside of me, and they gave me also another side attack, but this time they put it by mouth. The balloon was very uncomfortable. I didn't like it because like you feel it when you have to go pee, and I had to go pee because they gave me a lot of IVs. Once we started doing all that, I still wasn't dilating that much. I was there so I started my induction on Thursday. Friday morning, I was 1.5 dilated, and that's when the doctor told me they took out the balloon out of me, and we did side attack again, orally and Pitocin. Hey y'all. So it is currently, what time is it? It's 7:54. So a lot has happened in the past couple of hours. So first they started me out with Cetadil. Is it Cetadil? It's Cetadil, right?
Servidil.
No, it wasn't Servidil. It was
Side attack.
side attack. They started me with side attack. My midwife came and inserted it vaginally, and then after that I started contracting a little consistently, and then they checked again, and I was about 2 centimeters dilated, and then my midwife told me that they would have to put a balloon, a Folly balloon inside of my cervix to kind of help to like dilate. So I have that right now, and they will stop you on PIT. So I was on Pitocin from 2 to 6, contracting consistently. But so when I lay on my right side, it dips. Baby's heart rate dips. We don't know why. It might be a cord issue. So I got up, walked around, bounced on the ball a little bit, and then lay back down on my left side, which is what I'm on right now. Because then the nurse pumped the Pitocin to a 4. We started at a 2, pumped it to a 4, and the contractions was probably a little bit too much for the baby. I was turned to my right side as well, so it did dip, and they came in here, of course, and then I turned to my left side, so she turned off the Pitocin for a little bit and then gave me more IV liquid. So after that, she told me to try to lay down. No, I was sitting. She started the Pitocin again and set it to a 2, and I was sitting upright, but she said that the baby wasn't really liking it too much. So I'm now in her favorite position, which is the left side, and she's doing really good. Her heart rate is at 142. My blood pressure is good as well. So fingers crossed, everything is going good. The contractions hurt. I'm able to like as long as I just breathe through it, I can do it. I think I'm gonna get an epidural once I get to like probably 5 or 6 centimeters dilated, hopefully. But right now I still have the balloon in me, and I still have Pitocin going in my IV. I'm on an all liquid diet. Can't eat no food. Just in case anything happens. So we just ordered some stuff and pop over here, ordered them a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
So right now we're just waiting to just see how I progress. So we started Pitocin, and I was feeling them contractions, and it was rough. The contractions was a little rough. It felt like cramps, and honestly I think that's when it clicked in my head that I'm probably gonna get an epidural. Like at first, you know, before I got pregnant, I did have like this, you know, larger than life expectation that I'm gonna go natural and do all these things. And once I got into it, I was just like, baby, I don't know about all that. So I did try my best to go the natural route, but once those contractions started hitting, I said, we're going to have to rethink that. Friday morning, yes, I did the side attack and we started the pit. And at that time I wasn't really progressing. They already took out the Folly balloon out, which, like I said, the Folly balloon is very uncomfortable, not really my favorite. So they gave me the side attack and Pitocin, and I was progressing a little bit, but I was definitely feeling the contractions, and I was just laying down watching TV. Honestly, my nurse wasn't really helpful that much. The morning nurse on Friday, she just was not there. She, like, the machine kept on going off. I would have to like press it myself. Wasn't really the best experience. And then nighttime came, and I prayed because I kind of just, I didn't lose hope. I just got tired, and I knew that I couldn't do anything. There's nothing much I can do because, you know, we're doing all these things and we're not making that much progress. So of course, at that time I was still 1.5 centimeters dilated. Even when they did the side attack for about 8 hours, there was no progress. So I prayed, and, you know, I talked to God, and I listened to praise and worship, and I cried because it was very intense. Contractions was intense. It wasn't the worst thing. I feel like I'm strong enough to handle it, but I would definitely say it was intense. That night I had another nurse come, and her name was Alexis. I say her name because she is very important in this story. So once my nurse Alexis came, she was like, girl, we gonna get this baby out of you. And we started doing circuits. So she had me doing mouse circuits. She had me doing peanut ball movement. She had me moving. She said, well, you're gonna walk this hall and you're gonna give birth to your baby.
So she's currently doing a mouse circuit. That's what they call it?
Yeah, this is the cat cow.
The cat cow. So cat, punch your back. Cow, arch your back. It's pretty simple. Doing 10 reps of those. Oh.
Come in. Get some cat cow.
Yeah.
Is this fine?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the baby's on, so.
Okay. Okay, great.
Yeah. It's okay.
Thank you so much, Alexis. You've been such
You're
a
welcome.
good help.
Yeah, thank you.
Something.
Yes.
I can't believe I was sleeping through all that.
Yeah.
I can't believe I was sleeping through all that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I feel so bad.
Yeah. And we'll probably be checking probably like at 6, 7.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So we did it for about a few hours, and then I rested, but I had a peanut ball between my leg to just kind of help open up the cervix. So Saturday comes, and Alexis had to leave because my new nurse was coming, and she was like, by this time this evening, which is Saturday, we're gonna have your baby. And I was like, okay. So I still was doing the peanut ball, and at that time, after the peanut ball, Saturday morning, I was already 3% dilated, so I was super excited. So now comes the most challenging part. That morning, the doctor comes and she tells me that we're gonna have to break your water so we could get labor going. And I was kind of scared because I'm like, whoa, like this is a huge decision to have to break my water, because that removes the barrier from my baby. So I did talk to my doula and she was like, just, since you're 3% dilated, you should like try to see how your body progresses naturally. And then I also like was reading on this app called Peanut, where there's a lot of like mothers on there, and I was reading what other mothers was going through, and they were like, once they broke their water, they did progress fast. My biggest thing was I did not want to have a C-section, but I did want to have my baby. So yeah, it was very like a on the fence type of thing. Hey mama. The nurses are talking to me. They're like, well, what decision do you want to make, and do you want your water broken? I was like, I really want to think about it. I want to wait till like 11 or 12 o'clock to see if my body is going to progress naturally. But I did tell them that I do want the epidural, and they could get me started on that. I just want to make sure that it doesn't slow down my labor. And the nurses told me epidural is not going to slow down your labor. And I'm glad I listened to them, because it didn't slow down my labor. So 11 o'clock comes, 11:30 comes, and the anesthesiologist comes in the room. He's super like assertive, but really nice and knowledgeable. Like, I like a person, like, some people want people to be super sweet to them. I want somebody that's super knowledgeable, that's not gonna screw me up. Like, that's me 100%. So the anesthesiologist comes, and they had this little thing, I don't know what, like this little, I guess thingy that you lay on. So I laid on, and they told me not to move with my back arched, and they were gonna start that the epidural process. So he walks me through it, and he tells me everything that's gonna happen. They do tell me that my husband couldn't be in the room with me, so he went to the cafeteria to go get food. I was fine with it, because at this moment it was just like, I'm ready for my babies to come out. I wanted to get here safely. I wanted to be healthy. So we go ahead, and he first numbs the site. So I did not feel anything going up my back at all. If I'm being real with you, when people tell you that the epidural is the least of your worries, the contraction is worse, 100%, because you do not feel it. You just feel a little bit of pressure. So I felt a little bit of pressure, and they insert the epidural in my back, and next thing you know, baby, I was numb. I was numb. It was literally just like numb.
Steadily climbing. Just 60.
That would have hurt the crap out of me.
It's at 70.
Yeah.
73.
That would have hurt me.
You'd have been like,
You're silly. Hey y'all. So I got my epidural. So happy. Honestly, I'm glad I did it. I'm so glad I did it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know if my lips look crusty, y'all. I hope it doesn't. I feel so crusty right now. Bear in mind, I'm sorry. But anyways, I'm glad I did it, y'all. It really was not that bad. It really was not that bad at all. I feel like it's something that is like, not looked down upon, but like people are like, oh, epidural, da da da. Let me tell you now, girl, you don't understand what you're gonna do until you're in labor. Okay, you don't understand what you're gonna take until you're in labor. When the anesthesiologist came, I mean, of course my husband couldn't be in the room. It was just my nurse, which was so sweet, and they had a little like a contraptment. We know that they have a contraptment that you lean on, yeah, like a little thing.
oh, you didn't have to lean on the bed?
Nope, I didn't have to lean on the bed. They actually have a device that they pull up, and you. I said, this hospital is kind of fire. Anyways, so I leaned on it. You're supposed to hunch your back, and you can't move. Luckily, I just, I try to mind over matter it, and I didn't move. So first, wiped the area that he was gonna insert, and then he also numbed it. So he numbed it, then put the epidural, told me to lay on my back after it was done. Really knowledgeable, really fast. It just all worked out. My nurse was really, really sweet. She let me hold her hands while I was getting it done, and I closed my eyes while I was doing it, and it went great. It did. So now I'm relaxing. Like, chill. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go natural. Let me tell you something. The things that you say when you first get pregnant or when you plan on getting pregnant, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Don't let anybody make you feel some type of way for taking epidural, honestly. So yeah, anyways, they have a catheter inside of me. And yeah, now we just wait for baby to do her thing. And by the grace of God, I am a few more centimeters dilated. But yeah, I'm glad I got the epidural. And I'm glad I got it when I did. I am. I can see the smile on my face. I wasn't smiling before. So yeah, shout out to epidural. Anyways, talk to you guys later.
The anesthesiologist was quick. They had a little machine for me. If I wanted more epidural, more little epi, I just go ahead and click it. So he sets me up. He tells me everything is good. Everything looks great. And I hope I have a good delivery. So after that, he leaves. And then they start me on the pit. Now, first we started off 10. Because what happens with Pitocin is, and a lot of people don't know this. Well, I don't know if a lot of people don't talk about it. So they start you with a lower dosage and eventually they kind of progress you up. So they started me with 10, then 11, then 12. They kind of were progressing the amount of pit that I was receiving. So I was getting the pit and I could not feel anything. I was just chilling. I actually recorded myself after I got the epidural and I said, baby, don't let them play with you with epidural because you are that girl, okay? Epidural is that girl.
Okay, so quick update. I got the epidural. The doctor did break my water. Broke the water. Has it been an hour?
Yes.
It's been 2 hours?
Water breaking?
Yeah.
It's been 2 hours.
It's been 2 hours. So in the beginning, I was 3% dilated. I said 3%. Dilated, 3 centimeters dilated, 60% effaced, and -3 position of the baby. We just did a quick cervical check, and I am now 5% dilated, 90% effaced, and baby is now 0 position, which is good. We're making progress. The Pitocin was at 24, but they bumped it down to 10 because she's dropping a little bit. So we don't want that. We don't want her to be in distress. So right now, heartbeat is doing pretty good. It's staying right now like from the 120s to the 130s, which is where like it normally is where, especially when she's sleeping. So everything is going good. It's progressing well. Definitely optimistic, and I feel like she's gonna come today. Definitely have hope that she's gonna come today. I was nervous about getting my water broken, but I'm glad that we did it. I feel like the doctors and the nurses here know what they're doing. And yeah, it's gonna go good. Pray that everything continues to go good. Just giving it to God and just trust that everything will work out perfectly.
They were adding more pits to my IV. Mind you, I'm also getting water. I'm also getting IV drip inside my body as well. They also give you a catheter. So what they do is they insert the catheter where you pee. You don't even feel yourself peeing. Honestly, you don't feel yourself peeing. It just kind of comes out. So evening time comes and I am about 6 to 7 meters dilated. I'm like, yes, Jesus, we're making progress. Oh my gosh. So after that, my nurse, Alexis, came and she was like, remember I told you we were going to deliver a baby? And I was like, yes, girl, let's get this baby out. I was so excited. So Alexis comes and, she's telling me, okay, let's put you on the peanut. So I put the peanut. What's wrong, mommy? You want to sit up? Yeah, so Alexis comes and when she puts the peanut between my leg. Mind you, I can't feel my leg that much. But now, I think around the time I was like 8 centimeters dilated, I'm starting to feel the epidural on one side of my body and it's not working on the right side of my body. So I'm like, oh snap. But I'm not really tripping about it because I'm like, okay, bet. Like, we're about to have this baby. So then they checked me again around, I think 8 or 9 o'clock. No, 8 something. They checked me again, 8 p.m. And they say I'm 10 centimeters dilated and you're about to push. I'm like, this is really happening. Like, this is really happening. So, once they tell me, you know, we're about to push, they try to get a doctor. There's no doctor to be found. So I'm pushing, y'all. And there's no doctor to be found. Alexis, the nurse, and all the other nurses, wonderful nurses, by the way. All the other nurses, they try to find the doctor. So the doctor that was supposed to deliver my baby, she's doing an emergency C-section. So they have to go find another doctor. So they find another doctor. And then the doctor comes and, you know, she's telling me to push. Honestly, I think what really motivated me was being able to look and see, because they set up a mirror where I could see her coming out. So I'm looking, my husband's looking. I don't even know why he's looking. Guys, honestly, men are funny. He's looking and he sees hair and he's like, I can see hair, and I can see her hair. And they're telling me to push, and I'm pushing with every might. Because I already prayed and I knew that God already ordained all this and everything was going to be okay. My baby was going to come out healthy and alive and good. So prayer is important. Honestly, I speak so much about prayer because none of us are perfect, right? And we don't have authority over our life. But there is somebody that's overseeing us and making sure that we're good. So it's very important to pray, especially when you're giving birth, because it's so spiritual and it's so powerful. So, you know, I'm just having faith that everything is going to go good. And one of the prayers that my mother, my father, my mother-in-law all said is I'm going to deliver my baby like a Hebrew woman. That means with strength and with God. So I'm pushing, and as soon as I see her hair, I'm like, it's go time. And I feel like something really just came over me, and there was this strength that came over me, this power that came over me. And the more they told me to push, the more I pushed. And in about 10 minutes, I pushed in 10 minutes and my baby was here. My beautiful baby girl was here. And honestly, once I saw her, I cried. Zari. Hi, baby. She's staring at me. So I push and I give birth to my beautiful baby girl. And honestly, I just couldn't believe it. I think it's like I was just like in shock. And my husband is looking at me and he's like, wow, like this really happened.
Yes, she is. Don't worry, her head will round out within the day.
You only look at aliens for like 30 minutes.
That's right. She's a cute alien. Hi, pumpkin. Alright, so belly to belly.
Yeah.
She pooped when she came out.
Oh, she did?
Yes, she did.
And so I did get like a 1st-degree tear, which isn't bad. I mean, honestly, what is it? What is it? She did get I got a 1st-degree tear, so they had to stitch me up, which I didn't feel it because of the epidural. So then they take me to maternity unit, and I think I was still in shock that like I really gave birth. And yeah, like, oh, you just want to sleep. She's not even hungry. She's just like. So after they stitched me up, they come in, they tell me all the instructions, and they were going to be taking me to the maternity unit. So then I go to the maternity unit with my husband, and basically that's basically how my labor and delivery went. It actually went super smooth. So I didn't have much fear. I just kind of had faith. It's actually crazy because even when I was checking in labor and delivery, I remember the man saying that like she's coming in here all jovial. And it's just because I didn't have any fear. Like I just kind of felt like everything was gonna work out the way God wanted to work out, and it did. So yeah, after I gave birth, but it was time for postpartum, and postpartum is different. It was very hard to step in the role of my new norm, which honestly, it is a lot of mental. I think the first week for me was kind of the worst week because it's like we're going from just being with ourselves to now being with like a baby. But luckily for us, we do have help. We have, you know, family helping us. So it wasn't as bad, and we have each other. I tip my hats to women that do this by themselves because this is so hard. I think this whole pregnancy and giving birth made me appreciate motherhood even more. Yeah, so postpartum, trying to like get adjusted to my new body. I definitely will talk about that later on in another video. This is just like my birth story. I'm super excited about like my daughter, and I can't wait to have another child. Honestly, I see how people like want to have another baby, even though like when I was pregnant I was like, how the heck am I gonna do this again? I don't want to do this again. And then I give birth to her and I see her and see like her little quirks and how she knows I'm her mom, and it just makes me so happy. Like, I thought I was living life before, I thought I was happy before. Having my baby girl literally just solidified like more excitement and happiness for life. Like, I'm so happy, I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful. I thank God for not forsaking me, you know. Thank you, Jesus, for not forsaking me. Like, for me to be able to have such an amazing birth story is only the goodness of God, and honestly it's just favor. She's healthy. She came out with 8 pounds. She was 8 pounds, which is pretty big. That's pretty, I pushed out a big baby. 8 pounds and 4 ounces or 6 ounces, and she was 20 inches long. Super healthy. She was born on November 11th, 11/11. God wanted to make a point, okay? So she came at 11/11. Her due date was November 3rd, but she wanted to come at 11/11, and yeah, like everything just worked out. I'm super happy. I'm super grateful. I love my daughter so much. God is an amazing God, honestly. So yeah, that is my birth story. I've wanted to share it with you guys. It's just, you know, having a newborn and trying to film has been hard. Like I said, I'm 3 weeks postpartum, but I want to get back to work and get back into the swing of things, because it's kind of hard to want to get back into the swing of things when you've been gone for so long. But I had to share this story with you guys because, you know, for all the moms out there, or the pregnant moms out there that are about to have a baby, don't be scared, girl. Don't let fear get to you. Make sure you pray and trust God, and just trust him, and know that you have a successful and amazing birth. Okay, so yeah, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big old thumbs up if you did. Zari says hi. She's sleeping right now. Zari says hi, and she loves her internet aunties. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Mwah.